Now we're going to talk about the song called The Bear. This is in level 3B lesson books of the Piano Adventures by Faber. Okay, so left hand is going to use an octave of F. But notice that middle C is here. And I'm starting on not this F right below and not this F right second octave below. And actually, this is the first F that I encounter from the very end of the keyboard. Of course, you can see here, but this is pretty low. And so I am stretching out my pinky and my thumb a bit and trying to get to this two F and alternate them between these two notes. And then again, always relax your thumb and relax your arms and wrist. And they will just gently, because I'm trying to do a staccato effect, which is short and crispy. So I'm sort of just pinching my fingers a little bit. And just work on those two notes for a little bit until you feel comfortable. You can work on it a little bit louder, and then we do a little bit softer. Again, our fingers all have different lengths and different shapes. So whatever you do, try to make it in a way that is not hurting you and it is comfortable. Okay, that's always rule number 1. Do not injure yourself. Do not continue playing if you feel hurt. Okay, so now that takes us to our right hand. So the right hand is also written in bass clef. So this being middle C, I'm not going to start on this B, but actually 1 octave below. Yes? So remember, granny, bass, donuts for Alice. So this is my B. And instead of staccatos, this one actually has a little dash. And that's actually called tenuto. So we sustain on the note a little bit more and emphasize a little bit more without making an accent though. So immediately on measure 4, we have a black key involved, which is C sharp. Notice that is a 4-measure phrase. This is very common in music, so you just have to group the notes, shake it within this pattern so you know exactly where to pause. So again, and this is with the 2 measure of left hand alone and then joining the right hand, so going from very soft and crescendo. Okay, so notice in measure 8, there's a slight difference between the second phrase and the first phrase. First phrase is, and then the second time is actually repeating on the B. So please mark that. And this piece is again written in A, B, A form like many of our other pieces. So which meaning we're entering the section of B. And immediately we encounter these 2 notes that are written in thirds. So find your notes, and in the book it's suggested to use 2nd finger and 4th finger on D flat and F. So normally this fingering is excellent choices, so just follow your head. So you went from D flat and F to E flat and G. And also follow the fingering when you get to E flat and G, use 3 and 5. The reason for that, we're not shifting 2 and 4 is that it's more convenient for us to play. So 2 and 4 on D flat and F, and then E flat and G, and coming back. So again, okay, it's a little bit awkward at first, so feel free to raise your wrist to reach those 2 notes, because now there's a black key involved. It doesn't always have to be here. If here, it's really hard to reach the black key. So lift your wrist so that your fingers can reach those notes. Okay? And now that takes us to the next page. So next page, also lots of thirds, B and D sharp. It's going to use 1 and 3 on B and D sharp, and then shift to 1 and 2 on A and C sharp. So I went from 2 and 4 to this side on the left, and then repeat. So this is my B section, or the middle section of the piece. And notice that it's made up of 2 4-measure phrases. And first time in forte, meaning loud, and second time in mezzo piano, meaning medium soft. So and then it goes back to A section, which starting on B, and this time forte. So with a dash and a staccato, I believe that we're going to do so. Sustain on each note, but still they're separated. So very last time, we're going to press down those notes at the same time. If you feel like your hand can reach it, you can roll it very quickly, like that. And if you feel like you can reach it by touching the edge, then do that too. But just make sure you relax immediately after. And the very end, we're going to do a little retard, which means slowly that. Hope you enjoy.